Hey everybody, this is Alan Butler with the Helmet Center, and today we're talking with David Steele, the owner of the Helmet Center, about this awesome new series that we're putting together that's called Everyday Rides. This is about everyday rides for everyday people, and I wanted to have Dave tell us a little bit about this because he's got some cool adventures that he's been on too. Tell us a little bit about what we're looking for, Dave.
Perfect. What we're looking for is highlighting local people, local rides, local adventures. We're trying to find people to reach out to us to talk about rides that they've taken recently, whether by sport bike, cruiser, dirt bike, side by side, anything that the average person could do on a weekend or a couple days small trip, something that's accessible to the majority. It's really interesting to get online and watch a guy travel across Russia on a motorcycle or something, but that's not real practical for most of us. So I'd like to highlight just some rides around Arizona, whether on road or off, or your first adventure, maybe your first day at a track or something, and just highlight it with a couple pictures and a small story, just ways to inspire other local people to get out and ride on a weekend.
So give us like an example. I mean, have you just taken like a small day trip with a buddy or something? Give us an example of what that might look like.
One good memory actually that I have that I'd like to mention or recommend to people is the Rock City, Rock Springs Cafe.
Rock Springs Cafe in Black Canyon City. Yeah.
Yep. There you go. That's the one. One day, me and my daughter were bored on a Saturday morning, and it was beautiful weather. And I said, honey, want to go up and get a piece of pie? And she's like, yeah, Dad. So we geared up, and, she was about 12 years old at the time. We hopped on the motorcycle and rode up there, and it was about 60 miles one way. We went up there, had a piece of peach pie and hung out, and, a good father-daughter date, and came back. And it was, about maybe 3-4 hours round trip.
Yeah.
Cost $30-40 for some pie and some drinks. And it's a memory she still talks about. And, it's something that I would recommend that you try if you haven't done it already.
Awesome. So that's awesome, Dave. Thank you for sharing that, because that's exactly the kind of thing that we're looking for. We're reaching out to our own users, our own people who come to the Helmet Center or are local to Arizona, who know the area, who know the cool adventures rides that you can go on, even if it's a simple thing to going out to the desert and romping around some trail that you rode. Maybe you're going up the back way to Crown King. Maybe you're cruising around Prescott or Flagstaff or the White Mountains, wherever it is, down Tucson way, whatever. So we're really reaching out to our own user base to get them to share their stories with us. And it can be simple. It could be grandiose. If somebody traveled, from Arizona to Alaska, great. We'd definitely like to hear about it and share photos with us and everything. But what we're really asking for is, what do you know about that's cool? Because we want to get everybody off the couch. We want to get them back on their rides, dust off that ride and get on there and go for an adventure,
Yeah, again, even if it's only a day ride, and some information we would want would be maybe a couple small video clips, a couple photos, and then maybe they could spend 5-10 minutes talking to you.
Yeah.
Just like just a simple interview. You ask a couple questions.
Absolutely.
We put a couple pictures with it and post it on our social media and emails. But I'd really like to highlight local riders doing real rides.
Yeah.
First track day, just document it and show it, because some other person hasn't done a track day and would like to. So,
right.
Rides to places. Obviously, we don't want to encourage, rides to bars and things like that. But, things that are fun, safe, and, apply to anybody that has, side-by-side, dirt bike, street bike, any of that kind of stuff.
Yeah, absolutely. So if you guys, I'll put my information on the bottom of the screen here. And if you have a cool adventure story that you'd like to share with us, just reach out to me. I'd love to sit down with you just like this for a couple of minutes and have you explain, the cool ride that you went on. Send me a couple of photos. We'll put it together, real nice looking package, and send it out to all of our users, whether it's social media, email marketing, whatever it is, to share those things with everybody, because I think everybody needs to be inspired to get out there and enjoy it. Dave, I want to thank you for, I know you're on the road traveling and seeing some cool stuff. Actually, tell me just briefly, you mentioned where you are and what's the significance of that place. Tell me a little bit about that.
Yeah, so I'm actually on the border of North Carolina and Tennessee right now. I actually stopped at a scenic rest stop to talk to you, and I'm about 30 minutes from the Tail of the Dragon. So it is my plan in the next 2 weeks to knock out the Tail of the Dragon. So anybody that rides Tail of the Dragon, they know what that is. Google it if you don't. It's about a 12-mile section with probably 200 turns in it. It's good for, anything from cruisers to sport bikes, but it's been on my bucket list for years, and it's one I'm going to get checked off pretty soon.
Well, I fully expect, Dave, that you will be sending us images of that.
Indeed, I will. Indeed, I will.
Awesome.
Indeed, I will.
Awesome. Well, I appreciate you taking the time out, Dave. Drive safe out there, and we'll talk to you again next
Appreciate
time.
it.
Thanks, buddy. We'll talk
Awesome. I
soon.
look forward to hearing your stories, guys.
Absolutely. Thanks, buddy.
Awesome. Thank you.
All right.